Good morning to you. I'm Teresa Dufour. As CT Style remains on hiatus, we bring you today's CT Style Express. Now, during this uncertain time, many people have questions about personal injury and workers' compensation, especially as people are heading back to work. That is why News 8 has partnered with the Goff Law Group to bring you the law down. Attorney Brooke Goff joins us via Zoom from her office in West Hartford. It's nice to see you again, Attorney Goff.
Nice to see you, Teresa. How are you today?
Not bad. So today we're focusing on slip and falls. If you would, what is a slip and fall claim, accident? How does it typically happen? You slip and fall.
Most people, they get nervous about bringing these cases because, to be honest, when they fall, some people feel stupid, right? So they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, and et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, I mean, let me tell you, there's such thing as falling because of other negligence of somebody else, right? So people fall on ice. People fall on water in the middle of the grocery store. I had a woman fall and have a very bad injury in a grocery store on detergent that was cracked, and that one of the people that worked at the store just put it in a carriage with, what's the carriage have? Holes in it? Sure.
That's empty. Oh, wow.
So yeah, exactly. So it leaked out, the lady fell. So, I mean, you know, it's just about identifying what you need to do if you do fall, right? And not trying to play lawyer. These cases, so yes, okay, there are some car accident cases where you can try to handle on your own. I would still argue you won't get as much money as an attorney will get you, even after their fee, but that's a personal choice. These slip and fall cases, right? You can prove me wrong, but I'm telling you, 9.5 out of 10 times you'll be in my office 6 months later after you've done all the work, asking for me to try to assist with this, right? So with slip and fall cases, first you have to know where you fell and who owns it, right? So if you fall on a city sidewalk, you have a notice requirement under a statute called 13A149. You have to let the city or town know about what, like, there's a whole checklist of things, but your name, date, where you fell, pictures are good, description of the fall, the whole thing, boom, 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 boom. You have to do that within a certain period of time. If you do not do that and you miss the timeline, then guess what? You're SOL, right? But in like a grocery store or private property, it doesn't make a difference. So you get 2 years to sue in the state of Connecticut, all right? So in the event that you fall in a grocery store, don't just fall, fill out an incident report, try to negotiate it with the insurance company, and, you know, move forward that way. Don't do that. It doesn't make sense. What you need to do is the case realistically starts at the time that the fall happens. If you fall, firstly, figure out what you fell on. Was it water? Is it detergent? Is it bleach? What is it? What exactly caused the fall? And if whatever it is, even if you're on the ground, take pictures of what caused the fall. When you're on the ground, look around. There's usually cameras in public areas. Figure out where the nearest camera is to see if it was facing towards you. Perhaps you can tell by looking at it, because you're going to want to have them secure that footage for later. Do an incident report. Always notify. Don't just get up and brush it off and walk away. Always notify management, okay? Or if it's private property, the homeowner, what have you. You've got to notify them. Do an incident report. If they want you to leave without it, take a picture of it on your phone and save it. Always get the incident report, get the names of the people you talk to, and do not lose them. Put it in your phone, save it under some, you know, something you're going to remember down the road, and that's it. Sure. But another thing, Teresa, with slip and falls, I think it's important is do not take pictures of yourself on the ground. Don't take pictures of yourself in the you know, ambulance.
Do people do that?
They do. The problem with doing that too, just FYI, the biggest problem that we have is that they come back and bite you later. Okay, a jury does not want to see that you were. Let's say you're in pain and you broke your leg, but you're like, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see that because honestly, it affects credibility. You're up there testifying that this has impacted your life. You're in so much pain, but the day of the accident, you were taking selfies on the ground or in the ambulance. Guys, these are discoverable. So if you took them, you're going to be asked, do you have any pictures from when you fell or what have you later down the road? And they're going to come out. And I, as an attorney, I always ask my clients that have fallen, right? I'm like, did you take selfies? Did you take pictures? Take pictures of the area, guys. Take pictures of any cameras, pictures of you know, whatever the scene might be. Take pictures of the area so we can confirm there are no cones or like careful when wet signs. But do not take pictures of you smiling on the floor in a selfie. Please don't.
All right. If you take nothing else away from this interview, don't take the selfie when you are actually injured. You're turning off the ABCs of slip and fall, where to start. We can get a hold of you at thegolflawgroup.net. We know that you're always available. And we mentioned this, but people really should check you out online on your social media platforms because you're kind of more than just a lawyer. You're a baker too.
It's fun. So we do bake and sip. It's going to start being every week, but it's super fun. We bake and then we talk about workers' comp, or we talk about car accidents or dog bites or whatever. We talk and we field questions, and it's almost like a social hour. It's a lot of fun. People do it. Last week we had like 40 people sign in. So it's fun. And some weeks we have more. So it's fun. It's cool.
All right. Thanks so much for chatting with us today.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Have a good day.